Hey, what's up guys? So just like the title says, I'm giving away my old GoPro. It's a GoPro Hero 3. I've got a bunch of attachments for it. And if you're interested in winning it, just watch later on in this video. I'll explain how you can win it and what you have to do to win it. It's got like 25 orders going out today. I'm pulling stuff right now. And these three things here is all going to one guy. We've got a John Deere metal repop sign, this big Guns N' Roses banner, and there's a Bible that was made specifically for the Order of the Eastern Star. I think I did like all three for 30 bucks plus shipping or something like that. 25 maybe. Not big money because I've had this for a really long time. So I just kind of wanted to move it. This thing isn't worth a whole lot. But yeah, this guy's got a wide variety of interests. Got this TV for $5 at an estate sale. I think it's been almost a week now that I got this thing, and these people always pass these by because they just think they're junky TVs, they're not worth anything. But the ones with the VCR combos have some pretty good value depending on what it is, so don't pass them up. Look up the model number when you see them, because I think this one I should get like $80 or $100 for, plus shipping. Shipping will be a pain, but I'll double box it, it'll be all right. But we gotta first see if it works. All right, we got power. The screen is actually not flashing, it's just the camera's doing that. So let's pop in the VHS, see what happens. It says protected cassette, cannot record. I'm not trying to record, I'm trying to play. All right, it's working. Picture shows up fine. I think it's just in this camera I'm using, it's kind of looking distorted. So I'm gonna take a picture of this thing working, put in my listing. I got this glove last weekend, maybe 2 weekends ago. It's a nice Wilson A2000. It's one of the older ones, so probably worth maybe 40 in this condition. Some of the newer ones are worth like a couple hundred, but it does not have a size on it, and that's fairly common with older gloves. So the way you get the size is you can open it up like this, take out your measuring tape, and you measure from right up here down to that little area in the corner. So this one is a 13-inch. It's not an exact science, but generally it'll get you pretty close. So you're measuring from right here to kind of like right up here. Getting a little listing done, and decided to keep that scale that I bought for $5 because I really like having it right here. Weigh stuff as I list it. I know what it weighs, put it in calculated. Really nice. And I'm watching a little bit of YouTube. This is Kevin, known as KP Train'em. The glare on my light is like hitting him right on the head. Sorry, Kevin. I'll come over here. This guy's really cool. He knows his stuff and he finds a lot of really unique things. So I'll put a link to his channel in the description of this video, but definitely go check him out. Kevin is one of the coolest YouTubers I've seen. He's just really sincere and genuine, and he knows his stuff. So give him a watch. I sold this yearbook for $29.99 plus shipping. It's a 1966 Rutgers University. Got it on a estate sale. I think I paid like $2 or $3. But what is neat about this yearbook, I'll show you. So look who we have in this yearbook. Anybody recognize him? That is Jim Valvano. He was the coach of the North Carolina State Wolfpack in the 80s, and I think they won the national championship. But he lost his battle with cancer, and ESPN does a Jimmy V Week every year, and they raise a lot of money for cancer research. And he was just a strong advocate for the disease, and you know, he shared his battle and really spoke out about it. But yeah, he was a pretty awesome guy, and pretty neat they did that Jimmy V Week. But yeah, I just thought that was really cool that he's in there. I actually had a couple Rutgers yearbooks that he's in. Well, that helmet I bought the other day for $2, I sold it already. Sold it locally, and I'm meeting the guy. I got 20 bucks for it. It was in pretty rough shape. I think if it had been in a little bit better condition, I maybe could have got 30, maybe even a little bit more. And it also did not have the wire mask for the front. So, but yeah, I'm pretty stoked to get 20 bucks for it for sure. On my storage unit now, I got to pick up a bicycle helmet that I sold. So I don't have a lot in here right now. A lot of what is in here is actually what was in our basement. So we're storing it here so that I have a lot of basement space. But I do store some things that are long tail, that are gonna take a long time to sell, and things that aren't like electronics or things that are gonna get affected by humidity, because this is not climate control. So I've got some shoes, it's like some sealed bedding, things like that. I'm probably going to be storing like some clothing in here as I list it. But today we are pulling out one of these guys. Got these clearance retail arbitrage for a couple bucks a piece. And I think I got like $15 plus shipping on this one. Showed you guys this Beanie Baby Boulevard sign in my last video. And I said what a nice addition it would be to Lonnie's wall, you know, all his signs and stuff. And you guys did not disappoint by letting him know how good it would look on his wall. He messaged me the next day. I think he put it in the Facebook group. Had all these screenshots of everybody commenting saying you gotta get that sign from Cincinnati Picker to put on your wall. He's like, what the heck is this sign? I guess he didn't watch the whole video. So I'm meeting up with Lonnie and Candace, my wife, Darcy, and our soon-to-be next child are all going to Tennessee for the Highway 70 sale in June. So I'm going to take him that sign. So I got this Game Boy. It's the Advance SP. I picked it up last weekend with a bunch of games for 10 bucks. And somebody commented on my video to say, look if it is an AGS 101. And sure enough, that's exactly what it is. So thanks for the heads up. I think I had heard about that before, but it had been a long time ago, so I'd since forgotten about it. But I charged this thing up overnight, and we're about to see if it works. Uh-oh. Like some little blurry image right there, so that's probably not good. Well, that stinks. I don't know if it's a bad game or if the system's bad or what, but I got some other games that I'll test real quick. Alright, put in a different game, reads Nintendo just fine. Pops up Game Boy player. Yeah, it looks like it's working. I think that was just a bad game. Volume. Looks like it works. Little screen light up thing works. Gosh, I played Super Mario so much as a kid. This is just product testing, guys. I gotta make sure, you know, the game works. I'd say after about 7 or 8 levels, I'll be pretty confident that this game works. Quick tip for you guys, if you dumpster dive for boxes like I do, and you come across a box that has a label like this, it says ORMD or some kind of code like that, make sure you either take those stickers off or just take a Sharpie and go over them, because the post office will return it on you because it wasn't like shipped correctly and, you know, paid the proper fees or whatever. I learned that the hard way a couple years ago, so just a heads up. A viewer reached out to me on Twitter. He saw this sign that I picked up at yard sale. I think it's been a week or 2 now, and he said he has a food truck and he's wanting for his food truck, so I'm meeting up with him now to sell it. And yeah, I want to learn about his food truck. Hey guys, I'm here with Tracy. He bought my Tabasco sign, and he's got a food truck called Southern Eats. He sets up in Amelia, Loveland, some other places around town. Yep. So you guys are ever hungry, find him. I'll put a link to his Instagram in the description of this video. Tracy was a really nice guy. I liked meeting him. I like hearing about his food truck. He said that he lived in Louisiana, and that's where he went to like culinary school and learned a bunch of that stuff. And now he's serving up the Southern style food here in Cincinnati. So I'm definitely going to track down his food truck very soon and taste some of that. Tracy, it was a pleasure meeting you, man. All right, I'm heading home now, but on my way home, I'm going to try again to find some boxes. I'm actually at the strip mall here. There's Michael's, Petco, Best Buy, Old Navy, Barnes & Noble. I think there's like a Bath & Body Works back in there. And I've usually done pretty good finding boxes and, you know, some other gyms in their dumpsters, so we'll see what we can find. Now we're talking. A big rack in there or something. That's pretty cool. Kind of like rotating book rack or something. Huh. Pretty good haul of boxes. I always like to get a nice variety of sizes. So I mentioned at the beginning of this video that I'm giving away my old GoPro camera because I got a new one. And if anybody's watching this, wants to start a YouTube channel or has started one, but you know, maybe wants to get a GoPro, take the garage sales or thrift stores or whatever, this is your chance. Or if you win it, you just want to sell it, that's fine too. It's going to be yours, so you do whatever you want with it. But here's what I'm giving away. So here is the GoPro Hero 3. Works really well. It's served me very well for the year and a half or so that I've had it. 8 GB micro SD card. Here's the SD card adapter so that you can put it in the computer and see the files. 2 extra batteries. GorillaPod, one of these little handheld things. A couple of frames. There is a chest mount and a head strap. Here's a little heavier duty frame and one of these little guys. This just screws onto the tripod and then you mount it in there. And then obviously you need one of these to mount that piece. So just giving all that away for free. You know, try to give somebody a leg up that's wanting to make a YouTube channel. So what you have to do to win the GoPro, leave a comment on this video. You can say whatever you want. You can say, hi, GoPro, you know, doesn't matter. Say whatever you want. If you leave a comment, you'll be entered to win. I'll do a random name generator and I will announce the winner on the next video. So leave a comment and good luck, guys. Well, I sold my TV VCR. I got this at an estate sale for $5 2 weekends ago. Had the remote, tested it out, worked great, put it on eBay, and it sold for $79.99. Only took about a week to sell. I've never shipped one of these, so I found a video where a guy showed the best way to pack it because he sells them on a regular basis. And it involves using a soldering gun with styrofoam. So let's check this out. Alright, so I'm almost done getting the styrofoam pieces in here. I need to cut a few more of them and get this thing all boxed up. I'm not going to do a whole tutorial on how to pack these because I'm really not that experienced with it, so I'm probably not doing it perfectly the first time. But I will leave a link in the description to this video that I found. The guy does a really good job explaining it, and seems like he's done it a few times. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I know it was a little bit scattered all over the place. I actually was just kind of shooting video throughout the week. Little things I do here and there, and I'm thinking about doing that every week and doing kind of like a weekly vlog of little things. So if you like that style of video, let me know in the comment section below, and that will also enter you to win the GoPro. Also, I apologize. I've got this new GoPro and I've got this like tripod thing I'm using with it, and it's really noisy. So I apologize for that. I'm going to try to figure out how to make less noise with it. So I'm aware that it sounds like crap, but I'm going to try to make it better. Thanks for bearing with me.